Hello and welcome to part 12 of Let's Play Metroid Prime by me, JamieBal404. So in the last video we left off in the dynamo within the Phazon Mines after obtaining the plasma beam. So we're going to be heading down into the depths in this part, and we're going to be defeating the Omega Pirate. So, well, the Omega Pirate is Project Upsilon, which is, as I've mentioned before, the space pirate's attempt at making a super pirate. So he's immune to pretty much everything, apart from Samus, because Samus can defeat anything. So we're going to go through the door that we didn't go through the last time, and this should head to this security corridor where there are cameras again. We did actually show up in here, I think, if I remember correctly, but we didn't go through. So what you've got to do is go under with the morph ball. You don't have to do this, you can defeat them all, but then come up to here and bomb out, and then normal Samus, and then get the visor, deactivate, delete, deactivated. Okay, in this next room they're quarantining Metroids, so be prepared for a wee bit of a battle. So what I do is I charge up the plasma beam and take them out. I find it's easier to kill the space pirates than to let the Metroids free onto them. So I always forget how you open this, but it is back up the stairs that you open this with. And there they are. Now the reason we need the X-ray visor will become apparent in a few seconds, and the plasma beam will also become apparent in a few seconds as well, a few minutes. So head back up the stairs. There should be a terminal upstairs on the left. Yeah, there we go. Now it's very dark down in the Phazon Mine depths, so just remember that when you're watching this. Okay, so if you do what I do, let them come up the stairs, then you just hit them with a charged ice beam and they freeze together. However, that's not all the Metroids there are. Here's another one. Just tap that, and there you go. Well done. Another one down. So, these mushrooms here are all over the Phazon Mines. We've seen them before. But as you can hear, the music's changed because we're now really in the depths. Here's why we need the X-ray visor. See these moving platforms? You couldn't do it without the X-ray visor, really. They're not there with thermal, but they're there with X-ray, you see? So that'll allow us to get into this part of the Phazon Mines that we couldn't have normally. Okay, take out the Metroids while you're in this field of Phazon. Go up here. Right, as you can see, there are spider ball tracks, but they're very difficult to get to. So, to the invisible platform again. Up and up. Right, and here's why we need the plasma beam. This door here absolutely requires the plasma beam, so it's good that we've done that in advance rather than coming here after just discovering we need the X-ray visor in the previous room, going getting the X-ray visor and then coming back, and then discovering then we need the plasma beam. So doing it all at once is a good idea. So going across here will take us to the next elevator, which takes us further down into the Phazon Mines and makes it more obvious. Well, more obvious on the impact crater. So there it is. Again, this is a really cool elevator. Okay, plasma beam the next door, and in this room, well, there's a space pirate down here. Just take him out. Plasma beam is very effective against space pirates. Now, if you fall down like I did, actually, if you want to take a huge risk, or risk some of your health anyway, there is underneath this mushroom that we're standing on anyway. there is a missile expansion. Normally what you do is you get the final suit, i.e. the Phazon suit as mentioned in the title, and that makes you immune to Phazon, and that would allow you to get the missile expansion without getting hurt at all. Now you don't jump to that mushroom. What you do is, if you have a look around, you actually jump onto the ledge, and that's the way we're going anyway. So these new creatures we've never met before here, these are hunter Metroids. They are incredibly dangerous when they get an attack on you, so be careful of them. I try to avoid them ever hurting me. The usual ice beam attack works perfectly on them. Taking them out from a range is difficult, but you can do it. You just got to fire like mad and hope that you got it. If you've got the ice blaster, of course, you could take them out now. Okay, and that's them all taken out. So don't worry anymore, there's nothing to worry about, although I really don't like the Phazon Mines because they're threatening things everywhere you go. Right, so hook onto the wee guy, and then do a jump, and there you go. In this very dark room, what you're going to do is power bomb. I know it's very difficult to see, but what you're going to do is you're going to go into Morph Ball through this wee hole here. In here, in this room, there is an artifact. We'll come back and get it once we've got the Phazon suit rather than getting damaged. Now you're not going to fall through there, but I did, so if you do, you just do a jump. And a bomb would get rid of the... a bomb jump would get rid of the platform, so you can get back out again. Okay, Plasma Beam. Okay, this is really dark. It's incredibly dark that you just cannot see a thing. So in this situation, what you do is you put on the X-ray visor. Because the X-ray visor makes the mushrooms and things visible. Use the ice beams to get rid of the Metroids. Just try to take them out from a range if possible. As I say, the ice beam is not very accurate at a range because it's a cannon-like beam. So, well, not a lot you can do about that. However, if you have got the ice blaster, as I say, you can blast them from a range. Or you can get some very lucky shots like I did there. Okay, so if you fall down like I did, put the X-ray visor on immediately and look around. Look, see this stone here? This allows you to actually just get up to the roof very easily. You don't need to even bother going the long way. Thermal visor is useful as well, but I prefer the X-ray for most of the time because it shows the rocks. There we go. So jump up to there, jump up to the mushroom, and look, we've made it to the door much easier. We don't need to go onto the wee guy that you can grapple onto. Okay, this is the room that has invisible bomb use. It's very obvious for that reason because we have invisible bomb use. So I remember this being one of the last rooms. I just thought I'd scan the power bombs and the health here the first time. I remember correctly, what you've got to do here is jump across that mushroom, then over to that mushroom, then to the door. This room, next room, I think, yep, this next room here This next room gives me so much satisfaction when I get here, because this is one of the, well, this is the room before the boss pretty much. There's a corridor linking the two bits. So I like being here, it's a very satisfactory moment. So what to do is take out the space pirates from range, because they will just cause you problems. They're both fire, well, plasma space pirates anyway. Take them out and then spider ball up. So this room really does test you in a lot of areas that you've been used to before, from grappling to spider ball to defeating the plasma soldiers and all the rest, so it's quite good, that. So just grapple across, just do a double jump at the edge and swing across here. The force field here can be turned off from the computer on the left. Okay, there are two wave soldiers in here that we've got to defeat. They're up the stairs there. Okay, you could defeat this guy now, or we could just get to the save station, which I think would probably be more effective. Just get to the save station and defeat him later. So save up, because this save station is very important, because this is the one before the boss. Okay, as you can see, there's a missile expansion in there, which if you use the X-ray visor you can see. If you just super missile, as you just saw there, that will open it up. Now if you want, you could save now, but you don't have to. Stock up on missiles, because you're going to need them for the boss. Change over to the plasma beam for the door. Just down here. And welcome to this cold room, which is used to keep the boss contained. Take out the plasma soldier and then melt the ice above. And there you go, you can now get in. Now this next really sort of eerie room is quarantine for the boss, because he is so incredibly powerful. So the boss is pretty self-explanatory, and I'll explain him in a second once I've told you about this. Now scan him from a distance before you go close enough. So just slowly hold L and slowly walk up to him, and you should eventually start to scan him. Okay, he's getting angry now. Okay, plasma beam effective again. What you've got to do is hit every section of his armour. When he does that, obviously that means his attacks, your attacks, sorry, don't affect him because they're being sucked in by his powers. So what you see, the plasma beam is very powerful. One shot, one fully charged shot will take out a section of his Phazon armour. And again, one more. There you go. He's in pain. Finish her. Yeah, so now he's going to call down his mini space pirates. Take them out. In this case, 2 wave beam ones doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but in this case it is. Give them blast, wave blast, and then when you get a chance, which should be perfectly timed with killing those 2, turn around and there he is. Look, he's trying to regenerate using the Phazon super missile. Look how much damage that does. You could actually defeat him in one entire go of taking off his armour with loads of super missiles like that. There you go, and again, charge up. He should call down more space pirates at this point, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. I don't quite manage to do this in the one go, but you could easily do this. And I was only put off because I was hit by one of the space pirates while I was trying to super missile him. Or no, I was locking onto one of the space pirates accidentally. So ice beam soldiers are still the easiest here, along with the wave beam. Power beams are still by far the hardest. We could super missile them, I'm sure, but anyway, so if you get cornered like this, the thing to do is go into Morph Ball and Power Ball. That takes out all of his armour in one go. In some cases it doesn't always take it all out, it sometimes takes out 3/4 or whatever, depending on how close you were and your position compared with him, because you've got to be directly underneath him to actually do it. As you can see, I've taken out 3/4, so the next super missile will defeat him. So he's going to call down some more of his mini space pirates. I always hope for the best and hope that it's an ice beam one, but of course there weren't this time, so... Right, remember, X-ray visor the second you start to hear the sound. Okay, there we go, we can hear it. There we go. Charge up. Super missile. Oh! There we go. Okay, and that's another boss defeated. Boss number 3 or 4, whatever way you want to look at it. And well, now the next plan will be to get all the artifacts. So what's happening here is all the Phazon is leaking out of him and it's now actually infused into Samus. It transforms her suit into a black and orange one, which is the Phazon suit. This also gives her the Phazon beam. Okay, so you can now step on Phazon. We are going to we're going to go up the elevator and we're going to get ourselves an energy tank before we head backwards, but ultimately we're going to be coming back and we're going to be saving through in the usual the other save station that we just saved in. Thus we will go, that will make it easier for us to find the artifacts in the Phazon Mines that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so that was the room where the magma caverns were actually. You get to the magma caverns from the elevator up there, but we're not going that way. We're going to go back and get to the save station. So the Metroids are now here, so I would just morph ball out of there as quickly as possible. Oh gosh, I could hear them there. Right, so downstairs and save. If I remember correctly, there are Metroids in this room now as well. Okay, thanks for watching the video, and I hope you continue to watch more.